Here's everything you need to know from
burnt my damn tongue.
He said está caliente.
What is it? Say it.
Caliente.
No, what's the
Lengua.
tongue? Say the tongue in Spanish.
Lengua.
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 So what's the full burnt my tongue? How do you say that? I burnt my tongue.
Me quemé la lengua.
Me quemé la lengua.
Me quemé la lengua.
Me quemé my lengua.
Me quemé la lengua.
Make a high, make a honey hole. Or make a high, make a Johnny hole. Hello, Pee Wee.
Risky says hi.
Y'all remember that, Pee Wee
Risky
Herman?
says hi.
You remember?
He says hi.
Remember Lawrence Fishburne as Cowboy Curtis?
Wasn't that his first role?
I think it was his first role.
Unit E says hello.
Hello.
Hey, Pee Wee.
Aloha.
Greetings and salutations. Playoffs.
Play.
3 guesses as to who that is from.
Sarah.
No. Risky.
Risky.
I'm going to say it. Sarah does not use the vernacular of player.
You'd be surprised, I bet.
She probably was a former crack dealer.
Yeah, Sarah knows jive.
Yeah, she does.
I guarantee you Sarah knows jive.
That makes me want to go watch Airplane. Butter me down to the what did she say on the airplane?
She butted me down to the bone.
Butter me down to the bone.
Why is it that every time he comes on, it just turns awry?
Who, Brian or T?
T.
Because it really goes awry when Brian comes on.
Both.
Everybody's
Even when
CS at this point.
Yeah, really. Yeah, true.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Okay,
Either or. Before we dive deep into that,
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I have
Commercial break.
no. I'm bitter.
Uh-oh.
And I have a funny, so I'm going to read something and I'm going to leave the first word out.
Is it a gripe or a bone to pick?
I'm bitter.
Yeah.
I'm going to read something and I'm going to leave the first word out. And I bet you guys are going to be able to guess
I already know the first word is probably breakdance.
what this is about. It goes, bleep has not been included on the schedule for the 2028 games, a decision that was taken before the Summer Olympics had begun.
Wait a minute. This decision started before the games begun?
Yes, sir. You heard me correctly. So, with that being said, although everybody is saying that Miss Kangaroo Lady came to troll, and because of her, they took breakdancing out. No,
That's not the case.
That's not the case. It had already been decided before the Olympics had even begun.
See, and I knew she was trolling, but
I knew
wait
she
a
was
minute.
trolling,
So they must have so they obviously looked at the breakdancing beforehand and they thought to themselves, well shit, since we already put it through,
We have to continue.
we have to continue, but it's not coming back next 4 years.
Right. I wonder if they looked at each other and they were like, what did we just do?
Well, how did she even get past?
Her husband was a coach from the last I saw, and then they actually showed video footage of her husband embarrassing himself at a breakdance competition, and his dance moves were horrid.
So do you think this couple goes out and they just troll the shit out of breakdancers?
I don't know, but
Wait,
I
was
think
his
they're
verse-
trying to call for her arrest.
Wait, but why? What did she do?
I saw it on Google Card. I shit you
Arrest
not.
For what?
Trolling hard.
I mean, it's not illegal. Do you know how many people on YouTube
Word.
troll?
CNN and Fox troll all day too, but
I mean, they are the masters of, they can teach a university of trolling. Like, it's not illegal.
But see, then I read an article that's really like she has a passion for it, and that's really her dance style. Like she was trying to bring forth a different dance style. Now I don't know what style this is because it sure looked like seizures.
yeah, but don't do that on the Olympic stage
Right,
where they're trying to
right.
take it serious as an
Right.
athletic sport.
And if you look at it, it looks like gymnastics. It looks like the sawhorse.
There should have been a real
Right.
b-boy or a real B girl there evaluating every contestant that wanted to go into the Olympics.
Those judges they were all breakdance officials.
Okay, well then they dropped the ball.
Some of them were wearing Kango hats and feet and meeting the style.
Yeah, somebody dropped the ball somewhere along the line to let her in and then compete with another professional. I mean, these Olympics really, I mean, let's just face it, they dropped the ball
on so many accounts,
on
though.
so many levels.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and she was like the oldest too, wasn't she? She came in at 38 or something like that.
Yeah,
Looking horrible.
Rolling.
They actually thought she was having a seizure and was getting ready to go on a dance.
I think one of the coaches for the other team thought she was having some sort of medical condition.
Yeah.
At one point in her routine.
They were very concerned.
See, that's trolling.
Yes.
Meryl, that's trolling.
That's trolling hard.
Yeah, but like I said, so I read it one. Yeah, I'm still bitter. Jiu-jitsu guys, come on. So she's 36.
36.
36, yes. Her unorthodox routine, which included the kangaroo hop and the sprinkler.
I give it another couple of days before she puts something out as far as
she already put something out saying leave her alone, leave her family alone.
Cyberbullying or something. I was just going to say that.
Oh yeah.
Because Jimmy Kimmel, or is it Fallon? Fallon did a little parody. They brought some actress out that dressed like her on the show.
Oh really?
And man, they even named the names of her like moves, like the kangaroo or the wombat. And I don't know.
Oh man.
It just embarrassed that whole damn country.
I don't know how to take it. I don't know if she's trolling or if that's really her. So it's hard to say.
Yeah. So cricket, baseball, softball, lacrosse will return to the Olympics.
Why did they get rid of lacrosse and baseball?
I don't know. Oh, and flag football and squash.
Flag football.
What the hell is squash? I heard of this. Squash.
And squash will be featured for the very first time in the Olympics.
What's squash?
What is squash?
So squash, I believe, is also known as racquetball. I think it's racquetball, where you're in the room. And you play against one other person, or you play in pairs.
In pairs.
That's what all the politicians and lawyers play.
See, that makes sense though. But like, that's a legitimate sport.
Squash.
Yeah, but for what is it, jiu-jitsu? Not to be on there. It's kind of a slap in the face. It's a martial art. You got karate. You have wrestling.
Yeah.
Those are both.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu is literally both.
Judo. You have judo, which is very similar. Yeah. Yeah. You brought in breakdance.
We got domestic violence sports. We got,
Shit's wrong, Daryl.
You got females who've continuously been testing as males in boxing.
Yeah, that's my domestic violence sport. That's that.
Yeah.
They had a conference on that today. I didn't check it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, she has Elon Musk and the lady that did Harry Potter. What is her name? J.K. Rowling. She's got them under their pending dispo for cyberbullying. So the lawsuit.
Against them?
Musk and
so
because they went on X and made some comments.
Well, that's freedom of speech,
right?
And
so
it ain't gonna hold in court.
Who went on X? And
Elon Musk and J.K. Rowling's.
Oh, so the boxer has a lawsuit against them.
Yeah.
Oh, for cyber.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Gotcha.
Well, those are just the first two names that were mentioned. There's others.
Anytime people give their opinion on things, it could be looked at as bullying.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like
that means
said.
you can't give an opinion on anything anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's freedom of speech.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people could say I'm bullying because I'm so irritated about jiu-jitsu not being in the Olympics.
Right, but that's kind of a legitimate gripe, though, right?
I mean,
because you have breakdance, and you're just saying, like, why not have this sport in there? I don't think that's bullying. It's just an opinion. You're not battering the other one, you know?
But still.
Yeah, you got those people out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't see it that way.
Right. T says, I was going to channel my inner boogaloo shrimp.
Oh, no. Could you imagine if Trayvon went to the Olympics and got into the breakdancing?
Yeah, he said,
And did the boogaloo? Did the boogaloo?
Yeah, he said, oh, no, I had a whole team ready for 2028.
Yeah.
See, look, T can't stay sober long enough to even show up to his own practice.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I'm just being honest with you.
I mean, I guess.
Actually, I don't know now. T, the last time I saw Trayvon, he was the president of Jack Daniels.
Why are you going in on our boy like that?
Now I don't know. He
Okay,
might have
look,
changed. He may as well have studied the laws of Boogaloo.
A few lives ago, T was setting.
Trying to outdrink a Russian. So, I mean, who knows what's going on with this dude?
I don't know. Yeah.
He looks for opportunity anywhere he can find it.
Let me tell you something. It ain't nothing like an old wino, like a United States wino versus a Russian.
You know what?
That alone should be in the Olympics.
Yes. You know what's funny? Me and Brian was playing Helldivers, right? And before T got on with us, I tried to educate Brian as to who this man is when he plays video games. and I said, B, this guy, when he plays, he doesn't really care if you're on the battlefield
Right.
or if you're playing with him at all.
Right.
He is going to consider you
It's a free
an
for all.
enemy.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Team who?
Team, yeah, what?
Team T.
He said, okay, it's gonna make you laugh hysterically. This is from T. Look, man,
Look, man.
I like to have a taste from time to time.
Look, man.
See it?
I like to have a taste from time to time.
You even know how that shit sounds.
I mean, that goes way. Yeah,
Unit E is cracking up with
Yeah.
a bunch of smiley
Yeah.
faces.
He was like, guy, Trash, you're not playing. This dude likes to kill people.
Yeah.
He's like, well, why aren't you playing by the rules?
Right.
You know what Unit E learned real quick? To get as far away from this dude as possible.
It doesn't matter. He'll still find you. He's like an unwanted magnet. He just.
He was like, Jesus, man, don't you know how to play a damn game?
But to say a taste, a taste like of tea or like wine, but Trayvon really Jack like a taste
From time to time.
from time to time.
Me and Unit E in Helldivers would throw a stratagem on time, and then here come Trayvon throwing a stratagem like 5 minutes late. We're both like, what the hell was that for? Like,
Right.
you didn't even kill anything.
I think it's just because he's so slow to get his strategies out there.
Because he got JD in one hand, the controller in the other, talking about Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. Oh man.
Look, it was hilarious to
Hit that AC, Meryl.
to sit now. See, now y'all are getting hot,
it's
right?
hot.
Yeah, we done worked up our energy. Blood. I'm drinking hot tea over here. Blood is boiling.
From laughing when it was you two and T, Unit E, and oh my god, I'm drawing a blank.
It was just us because it's only a 4-player game.
Yeah. Oh,
Revolt wasn't
yeah,
on if
okay.
the 4 of us were on.
right. Well, when Unit E couldn't, then it would be Revolt. But when
Yeah.
it was the 4 of you playing, all I heard all the time was, "Man, he died again."
Yeah. Or stop shooting me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get away from me. Get away
all
from
the
me.
time.
Yeah.
That's all I heard. And I would just text Angie
Horrible.
and be like, are you watching this?
Yeah. If you're a gamer out there, you probably understand the pain.
Yeah. Any game where there's friendly fire, do not play with Trayvon. I'm just putting that out there right now.
B said he would throw one, then call it 5 seconds later.
Yeah. It was like, that shit went off 5 seconds ago. Look, but I still called it.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying. Look, but I still called it.
Oh yeah.
I'm just having fun. I'm with my friends.
As long as you had fun. Oh man, I remember the one time he stole the rocket. Didn't he leave y'all on the planet or whatever it was?
No, well, in order to extract, you'd have to get on the plane. And sometimes we didn't make it, and he would get on. It would be fair.
Oh, okay.
But woke up this morning and I saw another article on Google. And I didn't see an article.
Yeah,
I was working out today, and I was on a Peloton bike in Merrill's office, and we were watching the podcast. And the guest was speaking about immortality and how close are we to immortality. And it was a synchronistic moment because Daryl and I was like just talking about it. And literally the guy goes, well, in a couple of years, the nanobots will be able to solve all of that for us.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, great, Wheatie Bots is coming.
They've been watching our show.
I'm like, oh no.
Some scientist out there is watching our show.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Wheatie Bots is a great idea.
Yeah, and I guess the person that's leading the way on this is right now the number one person is Jeff Bezos and another scientist. I forget his name. Really close. They're like really close. Bezos even said, I don't want to die. By 2030, we will have the means to retreat disease. And the guy on the podcast said, what I think it came up. Why did it come up? They were talking about
living the longevity and how long
Yeah.
you can live and how long they think scientists can make people live.
Right. Oh, and depopulation is why it came up.
Right.
So the question was asked, has India increased its numbers on born babies?
Mm-hmm.
They looked it up, and they haven't increased it, but it's maintaining, right? And the
Yes.
population of India is so dense, it's not really a worry for India. So the U.S., they did the U.S., and the U.S. decreased by a lot. And most people are deciding not to have babies for freedom and financial stability. So, but that's happening all over the world. So the topic came up, well, what's going to happen when we stop populating? And they went into nanobots and immortality. So and they also went into, there's, I think, 5 or 6 animals on the planet that don't die. The only way they die is from trauma, like suffocation or mass trauma, something fell on them or something. One of them being the naked mole rat can live forever, and it can't die from cancerous properties. It literally can live forever. The only way the naked mole rat dies is from suffocation or something major
kills
trauma.
it. Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
And so
Yeah.
they're studying the naked mole rat, and then there's a whale, dude.
Bowhead whale.
What is it?
The bowhead whale.
So the bow-headed whale has immortality. And there's a bunch of animals that do, and they're studying them. Like,
Okay, so how old is this bow-headed whale?
So,
Because that motherfucker can tell you a
a
lot.
lot.
yeah.
There's some sharks that live 300 years.
What's that?
Go ahead.
What's that language thing? You can learn all the languages. It helps you learn languages.
Oh, Rosetta Stone.
Can we look up Rosetta Stone and learn how to speak bow-headed whale? That's some
Yeah.
questions I need answered.
Probably not. So the bowheaded whale, I believe, can live over 200 years.
200 years.
Yeah.
And that's if something attacks it or it runs into something or
Yeah. Scientists estimate that the lifespan of a bowhead whale is at least 200 years, much longer than expected, even given their size. One reason that they live so long is that they have unusual, vigorous DNA repair processes, slowing the accumulation of damage in their genomes. So they repair damaged DNA.
which is what nanobots would do.
Right.
Correct.
And I'm sure they're looking at the whole like the whole system of this whale. Like they have to be studying what's regenerating.
yeah.
And what's
It's not an
this.
if, they are.
So, even much more impressive than that is an animal that was around during the inauguration of what president was that, babe? That I told you?
Oh, Roosevelt? No.
Or was it Washington?
Oh, Washington.
Yeah. It is the Greenland shark. So there is evidence of a shark that is over 400 years old.
Oh wow.
Peep game on that.
It was around during the Great Plague of, was it London that I read? And around during Washington's inauguration. That's how old this shark is. And it is the reason why it lives so long because its DNA can repair bad DNA like the whale. And it changes its metabolism when it needs to. So if there's no food to be found,
It'll slow it down.
slow it down.
Damn.
And when there is enough food, it'll speed it up as much as it needs to break down what it's eaten and repair DNA that's been damaged from whatever it's eaten.
So let's say Bezos and his egghead brainiac scientist buddy of his find a way to slow down the aging process. I guess that's what they're trying to do, right?
They said by 2030, bro. I think they already did it, but go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
they already did it too.
Yeah. Now, see, this is just my opinion. I would have to imagine he doesn't want to die because he's so fucking wealthy, right? He has a lot of power, and his egotistical mind doesn't want to relinquish that because he has it good for himself. I wonder if he would feel the same if he was in a poverty-stricken area and just really couldn't get a foothold on life. Would he still want to live forever in that mind state?
Right. I mean, but that's what it's going to be. That they were saying the elites
Right.
they're putting tons of money into this, and they have like secret societies and for scientists to actually do this.
But at some point, you would think you would want to pass on, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think how many? Well, okay. First off, if the powers that be know that no one's willing to have babies anymore, and the world's going to be on the decline of humans, they are going to want to preserve everybody, as many people as they can. Check this out. This is an interesting fact. You could fit all of the people in the world in the confines of California.
What the? How many people in the world? 8 billion? 9
I
billion?
think it's like close to
9 billion?
Okay, but check this out.
Isn't it 30 million or something like that in California already?
So there's plenty of room for people,
Right.
okay? Plenty of room for people. What they don't want is not to have servants and some sort of dictatorship and to be able to rule and not do things themselves. It is going to be in their best interest for any country or empire that is on the top to maintain baby output.
7.9 billion as of 2022.
We could probably add more to that right now.
Or decline.
Or decline.
If
If the growth isn't there.
so, 8.2 billion as of 2024.
Geez.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That climbed a billion and some change.
Wasn't there a big, huge baby boom during COVID?
Oh, yeah.
There was. People had nothing to do.
Yeah.
You lay up, you got disease out there. Fuck it, let's get pregnant.
Just think about how enticing they're going to make it for people. You know what I mean? there's a lot of people who want to live forever.
There are, and there are also a lot of naturalists that don't want.
Right.
To
I think
have
it's going to be like
anything to do with that.
It's going to be a huge divide.
You're going to have to make it interesting in the fact that you're going to have to make sure everybody is living in bliss in this physical world where they want to stay in it.
Right.
No one's going to sign up to say, "Oh yeah, I don't mind going to work another 100 more years."
Right. You got to find a way to maintain the attractiveness of life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially people who are suffering from like a mental health or
Right.
pain 24/7.
Yeah, but you know,
Some sort of disease.
Weedy bots and
Yeah.
Neuralinks is going to take care of all of that. You forget.
You would hope that if they do find a way, they would use it for good. They would find a way to help those people who are less
Yeah, I don't
fortunate.
think there's a whole lot of people out there that want to do sinister things. I really don't. I do believe that there are some people out there who want to do some of that, but not majority of us.
Right.
Majority of us are good people.
The problem is the majority of us that are good people don't have the wealth and the power.
Right.
Right.
And I always say there's a reason for that. There's
Yeah.
a reason why the people that have the most wealth that are of that state of mind, this is why we're where we are today.
Yeah.
And I always find that so damn funny, like how our lives can change instantly if people of like mind, like us and others, had the money. And I always go, well, why is that?
Right.
Like, why isn't that a page we haven't turned? Like, why are they not seeing this? The greed and the self wealth without, spreading it amongst the masses. Like, it's not going to lead us to anywhere.
Right.
We're just looking at our ultimate demise, and we're just feeding it.
Right.
I don't know. I don't have the answers.
I mean, you can. So in my mind, I imagine 100 people who make great money, and their disposable income for each family out of this 100 people is 5,000, let's say. And these 100 people, they gather up and they buy one large compound. In this compound, 5,000 disposable income. They could build a store, a mini hospital, a mini power grid, a mini farming, agricultural
That's funny
area.
you say that.
They can build their own transportation within their community, which might not be a car. It might just be a horse.
That's
or,
funny. That's funny you say that.
Why don't people just do that?
Bug and I had this conversation a month ago, probably a little longer, but we literally had this same conversation. What if the community on our block that we can borrow shit from, we had a community lawnmower, we had a community cook, we have a community doctor, we have the farrier, why can't it be like that in just your neighborhood? And you thrive on that. Everybody has a garden. One person's growing this, the other person's growing that.
Right.
This person has the cows. This person has the, you know what I'm saying? The
But
chickens.
we do have that though.
Yeah,
In the country.
Right.
Like
but
you
there's
gotta
no,
go.
but there's no monetary
but-
gain from it. It's
Yeah.
like a self-preservance.
Right.
But we do have that. We had that a lot in Wyoming. In the neighborhood that we lived in.
Yeah, but it wasn't a point in which we're talking about.
Yeah, it wasn't a point where it was sustainable, is what we're saying.
I mean,
without the money.
it was though, because you just had to find the right neighborhood. That's all.
Where you can
Or the
completely
right
be
people.
off the grid and not rely on the
On
government
anybody.
anymore.
I believe there is. I believe there is a
I'm not
lot
saying
of
we're not saying
communities
that
out
there's
there.
not.
Yeah.
We're just saying that that's the way it would have to evolve for us to be wanting to live here forever.
And like, why aren't there communities like that known and thriving now? Like you said, I'm sure there are small groups,
Because people aren't ready to leave.
the system.
Correct.
They
They're-
want to be told what to do, how to do it,
Yeah, they're not
what
ready
to believe in.
to leave the electronics. They're not ready to leave the ease of
But would
life.
you have to leave electronics?
Yes.
Not if you know a guy that knows coding. What if I mean
But
it's
then
not
how
too,
would you get your power?
it's not
If-
too
if
far fetched. We have solar, Daryl. We have solar.
Windmill.
Yeah, but you would need to be connected though. To
It's gonna take
use-
some fossil fuels to build said utopia, but
Like anybody else, you can build your own generators.
after
and power-
a
power
little
plant.
bit,
Yeah,
I
power
would
source.
I would think it would be able to sustain itself.
Yeah, but you were talking coding, like computer wise. You would need internet, so you wouldn't be off grid at that point.
Well, I mean, if you're in a little community, what would you really need the internet for?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Who
He-
did that? Les Stroud, Survivor Man. His house is in Canada, deep in Canada, and he is 100% off the grid. He generates his own power. It's reusable. He doesn't ever have to tap in. He gets his Wi-Fi, which is the only thing that he needs to be tethered to the grid is the Starlink. But again, it's not like it's attached to anything. But everything else, he has his own garden. He has all this other stuff.
Self-sustaining.
And he's by himself doing it. He hunts, he gathers, he grows his own shit. He has a what do they call those? It's not a basement, but a cellar,
A bunker.
Yeah, where you store all your vegetables and they keep at 55 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
So he's able to do all that. Fish. I mean, he has all his resources there. But if he had a whole network of people that were doing the same as him, I mean, they would have.
It would be a
community with-
thriving
Yeah, they would have
community.
their own power. If they want an internet, like you said, though,
yeah.
they would have to be on
Yeah.
Starlink.
But it would
Yeah.
it would consist of, you would think, people of multifaceted things.
Yeah, in their backgrounds.
Yes.
Right.
There wouldn't be anything you couldn't do.
Right.
It's possible, but I don't think people are ready to be fully off.
Yeah, I know that because
Yeah.
we see it every day. People
Yeah.
are getting up in the morning doing the same old shit.
And you know, I talk this shit, but I don't know if I'm ready to be fully off.
Yeah.
It is a hard thing. Like, could you imagine living in the 1800s? That must have been, well, no. They didn't know any
better,
They didn't
yeah.
know
Yeah.
any better. So I can't say that.
To them, they were like, could you imagine living in the 1600s? Like,
Right.
those are savages.
Right.
The conveniences of life. Yeah.
Okay, so we left off with Helios. So I think what I'm going to do today is we're going to loop Helios into the 505.
Right.
And then we'll spend the rest of the night just trying to get the ambient right. And then tomorrow we'll actually try to work on it live again and listen to it, you know. The shit we typically do.
Right.
I think next week too, Meryl is going to work on another song in a video.
Oh, did we get Inky's video up yet? No.
No. I'll announce it when I do.
Okay.
So I think we do Between the Blossom Sheets.
What?
Between the Blossom,
Between the butt cheeks.
What?
Between the two tulips.
Between the Blossoming Tulips.
What is wrong with you guys?
Between the tulips.
Okay, just
You should do the video for Between the Blossoming Tulips.
between the blooming tulips.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same thing. We were close.
Oh my God.
Between the blooming tulips.
Lord, mira.
I think that's the
por
next video we should
favor,
release.
Por favor, ayúdame, Dios mío.
Oh, we also have that Peter, not Paul.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe you want to do that one first since it's already finished.
Yo no sé lo que hice, pero
You know, every time Ricky
Perdóname.
Ricardo spoke Spanish, that means Lucy fucked up big time.
there you go.
What you saying? We
I'm just saying we probably are on the cusp of doing something wrong.
Okay, commercial?
Ay, Dios mío, dame la paciencia aquí. No puedo hacer nada.
Do all that bullshit you want.
Canada says hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello, beautiful lady.
says tulips.
Tulips. Hello.
And hello came just in the nick of time because since we are talking about nanobots, yeah, why not? Why not just do? Yeah, why not just do a commercial?
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I was born ready.
Oh, there we go. That's the confidence I was looking for. There we go, Daryl.
Damn.
That's right.
You just secrete confidence.
Take it away, Daryl.
Are you tired? Wish you had more energy? Want to lose more weight? Wish there was an easy fix? You've come to the right place. Here at S.O.R Live, we've teamed up with RoboGrains to create Wheatie Bots. Just one bowl of Wheatie Bots in the morning will kickstart your day. Let these little Wheatie Bots do all the work for you. Wheatie Bots come in endless flavors. Just think about the flavor you want and let the little Wheatie Bots do it for you. Comment for your promo code. Check your local listings.
Thank you, Daryl.
You're quite welcome.
All right, so you want to loop me in first, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe they'll take some of that shark DNA and put it in the Wheatie Bots. I bet you that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, have the bots, what do they call, mimic
Yeah.
whatever the DNA is doing.
Mm-hmm. Bunch of cochinos.
Cochina.
Hello, they're going to have everything that you need in one bowl every morning. That's all you need. Any flavor you want.
Nano electrolytes.
They're going to have everything.
Tired of replacing your sodium levels?
Don't want any more sweet ass Gatorade?
Are you tired of sweating, period? Nano beta blockers.
Do I need to be cranked up loud, or I'm going to be the only thing playing though, right? I got the volume up.
Now that you said it, I got to sub you in. So if you turned your volume up, you might be a little louder.
But that's okay because we got to put me in there, right? Okay.
Give me a test. Stop.
And that was max.
That was max, but I could bring the track up.
Okay. So is that good for you?
Yeah, if you want to turn it up so I don't have to raise the track volume up, or either or, I can do either one.
All right. Let me know
So-
when you're ready.
Okay, so I think what'd be easier is I'm going to show you this light on the 505. When it hits red, it's the count of 1. It's a 4 count. It's at 60 BPM. All right. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
So I need to start on the red.
On the red.
And then does it matter when I stop?
I'll stop it.
Okay.
Just do as long as you can.
I'm going to do the whole thing.
Okay.
All right.
Just let me know. I don't know how long this thing can Unit E, how long will this recorder record? Is it 30 seconds, 60 seconds, an hour, 20 minutes? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Hang on. Well, you see it, so.
Right. Are we going to wait for B to get back?
Nah, we can go.
Because if it only gets 30 seconds, how's that going to
We're
work?
going to find out one way or another. Right. And I don't need the whole thing. I just need to listen to it.
Okay.
To get the
well, let me ask you this. What section do you want to listen to?
Don't matter. I just got to have a sample of it.
I'll start from the slide and I'll just give you whatever you can get from there.
Okay. But you see the light, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4.
Right?
Wait, hang on.
Or was I close? Because I have to look down at my neck. I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, you were. Hang on. Okay, that's going to be another issue because my pacer isn't working. So that's another Unit E question. We got in here and we was messing with some stuff, and certain things aren't working right now. So I'll have to do it by hand.
Oh, don't mess up. I'm going to count it in.
Okay, but I need to know when you're coming in.
Three, four. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 4.
You didn't go on the red.
See, I have to look down. Maybe you say it while I'm looking,
Okay.
and I'll count, like kind of count with you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Close.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right? Okay. I threw myself off. Hold on.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We gotta wait till I get to 1. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hang on.
Maybe I don't start with the slide because it takes so
No,
long.
you can. You can. You absolutely can.
Okay.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have got it. You want to go back and listen or keep going?
I didn't know when you were going to stop it.
It doesn't matter. That's good enough for me.
Yeah,
I don't
just
need
the
it to be perfect.
Right, just so you can hear it.
Yep. All right. So now the fun part comes. I can start seeing what sounds good in the background.
Right.
So we could spend the rest of the night just doing that.
Right, maybe not the whole night, but yeah.
Right. We could play a song later, but I really want to try and climb all over this. Did you want to do it over so it's more syncopated, or?
It's gonna be up to you. Like I could have not done the last two notes, and you could have just looped it. You know what I mean? And we don't have to have it so long if you're looping it.
Great, that's true.
Let me just we'll go. With
I just now know for a fact we could go a minute.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
thing is hungry.
We'll same thing. The slide. We'll get to that other little verse, and then once I'm done, you can just hit the end.
All right. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
Oh, I thought you had already started. Let's do it over then, because by the time you get to 1, I'm gonna start that slide, so I'll already be in.
Okay.
So just count to the 1 just one time. You don't have to go
Twice.
or let me know if you're gonna go twice.
I'm gonna do it twice.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I have those two oscillators I created yesterday.
Right.
I patched in a LFO with them and turned the rate down and see how it sounds in the background. That's just one sound.
Right now.
We haven't even put an underline.
Is that the same one from yesterday?
It's the same two oscillators,
Okay.
but I patched in an LFO with it and turned the rate down.
Right.
It almost gives this eerie alarm clock type. So you can't hear it when the bass is operating, but as soon as the bass stops,
It's there.
it's there and you hear that.
Right. I like it. I don't think I can pick anything apart as of yet because
Yeah.
it's really
It's bassy, dude. It's like
Yeah.
it's like interstellar
That's
type.
right. And that's what I was looking for yesterday. However, when I'm hearing this, my mind just will not let Inky go.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm constantly thinking about her.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and just loop this into the 505.
Yeah, see what it sounds
So we don't lose it.
right.
Hello says I like the tone of the bass and the space it sounds like it's in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
me too. Can he hear that undertoning oscillators on that LFO?
There he goes, Mads. He's asking you when he can already
I know-
hear.
I don't know why I do that.
No,
I don't know
continue,
why I just
continue.
can't talk to hello.
We love it. We love it. I'm sure Hello loves it too.
Hello, could you please answer?
Or shall I turn it up a little bit? I think it's cool, but
I like
in the
I-
studio, it's hard to know.
I like it under like that.
Yeah,
I think more profound.
undertone.
No, like if you bring it out more,
Yeah, it'll stand over.
it won't sound
Right.
well.
It's a good loop too.
Hello says I think you could turn it up just a tiny bit, but I'd have to hear a comparison.
Is he in headphones? I'm doing it now. Are you in headphones listening to this, or just your phone or Mac speakers?
And I wonder if he's at work. I mean, even at that level, it's still
There's a delay, so I'm going to give it some time before I do another correction.
Yeah. He has JBL earbuds with a good amount of bass for buds. Yeah, JBLs are good. Is there a way to maybe slow it down a little bit? So it's not so alarm tone-ish?
I'm going to try patching in the LFO from the East Beast outer source, and let me see what that does.
Okay. Because you know what it reminds me of? Like if you were sleeping and you had those binary noises playing, right? And your alarm is going off, right? And you hear it ever so faintly over that.
Right.
That's kind of what I'm picking up with it.
That right there, the LFO from the East Beast,
Slowed it down.
slowed it down big
Yeah.
time. Shall I speed it up a little bit or no? Let me add a little bit of delay on it.
Oh, a delay would be good. Yeah. Hello likes the alarm clock tone. He said maybe a low pass filter to take off the highs a bit, just to push it back further. I actually like the alarm clock tone of it.
Yeah, me too.
The alarm
Me
clock
too.
tone it's different.
So he says maybe a low pass filter to take off the highs a bit, just to push it back further.
best I could by bringing it back, but the voices on the 42 don't have a high pass, low pass, or band pass. I lied. It does. I just found it.
Nice.
This guy. When they start talking between B, hello, and him, they talk all this shit. I'm just like,
You're like,
I don't,
okay.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, high pass, low pass, passive, sweep.
I'll just see my BA out of here.
Yeah, I think basketball, low pass, high pass, sweep. The triangle formation is.
No, he said no, high cutoff. Hello said no, high cutoff.
The high cutoff.
Yeah.
What instruments do you have over there? I'm curious. Hello, like what are you working with? How do you know this?
He works on airplanes.
Okay, but he has to have
I know.
something.
Sarah says, hello, everyone. And
Hello,
then,
Sarah.
And then she said, hey, nice car.
Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, that's interesting.
Hello said low pass is similar to a high cutoff. Like on high waters, like you wear them low, but the pants are high cutoff?
Yeah.
What is he talking about?
We're flooding our pants? Is that what
What?
you're saying?
Huh? Cleavage low, booty shorts high?
Yeah, is that what we're talking about?
What?
He's a strange one, that one.
What? Hello says, I've been playing guitar, electric, and acoustic for the last 15 years. Trumpet when I was younger, and I got into synths this past year.
Hell yeah, you are a musical
Nice.
beast. But why don't you fly your ass out to Indiana and come jam with us?
Who says he doesn't live in Indiana?
I said, come fly you. Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, even closer.
What synths do you have?
Maryland, I don't have any sense at all.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Hello. I know you don't have any sense.
Yeah.
Or sense.
Or dollars. I can't make change of it either way it goes.
Low pass lets the lows pass through the filter while the highs are cut off. LOL.
Nice. Sometimes you really got to break that shit down for me, man, because
Hey.
I didn't do so hot in school. Remember, I turned out to be a goddamn a farrier and a police officer. That's not,
Bang, bang, shoot 'em up.
yeah.
He says, I have a humble home studio set up with a desk and a room full of crap. Hey, but if that crap works,
Hell yeah.
that's all that matters. So we started off with,
Sounds like a peace of mind to me.
yeah, what was the first?
JDXI.
For the longest. Everybody got to start somewhere.
And I had a not so good bass.
Yeah. And you guys still banged out really good music.
Yeah, for real.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
the talent that
Yeah.
gets you through. It's not the equipment.
Yep, I was just going to say that. It doesn't matter what the unit is, it's what you produce with that. Shoot, we know a bunch of people who have really good equipment and they're producing really bad
up or be negative, but
Yeah.
sometimes you just
The equipment is not everything.
I'll throw a pair of $48 high beam, fat beam strings on a $100 bass. I'll make it sound right.
Yep. He's living in Columbus. My mom was born in Indiana somewhere.
Oh, Columbus,
nice.
Ohio, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
Yeah, you're close to us. Columbus, Ohio is what, 6?
Let me see here, 2.5 hours away.
I thought it was further than that.
No, because from my drive to Erie, Pennsylvania is 4.5 hours. He's only 2.5.
Oh.
Because the boys are right there just north of Dayton, and from Dayton it's like an hour and 30 minutes away.
Oh, gotcha.
So from there to here is roughly 2 hours, 2.5
yeah,
hours.
you're just a stone throw away from us. So is Sarah Madonna. Y'all can carpool over here.
Yeah. And you can sing this fine tune that I like called "The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round."
Round and round. Oh man, I haven't done that commercial. I gotta make a video for it.
Hey, that other spacey stuff you were doing sounded good too.
All of that stuff right now is sounding really good. That's what I'm talking about. Hello. He said, that would be me, LOL. Not great equipment, but I bought a 32 channel Mackie that this past year, but it only helped the skill 2%.
Yep. Well, shit.
And that's what we're talking about.
That's what we're proof is in the pudding.
It's not the equipment.
I just had a class with the old mentor on band pass, low pass, high pass.
Oh, really?
And how certain sounds.
Turn it down, bub.
Yeah, so band pass, low pass, high pass. We just had a class on it and how it affects certain sounds using LFOs. If you use the high pass with LFOs on certain sounds, and so I just thought that was synchronicity. We just had that class, I think, yesterday.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yesterday or the day before?
I think it was the day before.
The day before.
Yeah. Oh, Monday.
Monday.
Monday. Yeah. Yep, it was Monday. That's crazy. So hello for the synths has 2. The Hydrosynth.
The big boy, like what we have, or the small boy?
The deluxe or the regular. And then he has the Behringer Model D. I like to get into some modular stuff, but it's way too pricey. Don't get into modular.
Yeah, just wait.
Just wait.
If you do, start small with the East Beast or the Solar 42.
Yeah, or
But
just
that's
don't
still
get into
pricey.
them at all.
The East Beast is not pricey. It's semi-modular. So I use the LFO for. I'll patch into the 42 with that, and then right now we're trying to figure out how to get sound into the filter of the East Beast, because the filter on the East Beast is like God's knob. It is to me, it's the next best filter other than Moog.
What about the Lyra 505?
What's the Lyra?
I mean, the Lyra 8.
Oh, the Lyra 8 is good too. Yeah. That, I actually want to hook up the Lyra 8 with the microcosm and see what I can get out of that too.
For this,
I have to hook it up first.
Yeah.
But I just got to focus in on
Right.
one thing
I
at a
got
time.
you. I got you.
He has the regular Hydrosynth, not the
Deluxe.
yeah. Hello, Cool J. How are ya?
Cool J.
Cool J.
With those fat jams over there on your channel. I'll be listening, my boy.
The-
My boy.
Them jammy jams. Yes. You should, Cool J, if you have Facebook, go join Hardware Jams. It's a great community. There are a bunch of cool people.
You too, hello.
Yes.
Come join the family.
Yes. If you have Facebook, go join Hardware Jams. You'll hear us talk about Inky a lot. She was a member of the family. She recently passed away. She touched us very near and dear. But everybody who is involved with Hardware Jams are solid people. They're very supportive people. They will encourage you to continue on your craft.
They will educate you in anything you want to be educated on.
Yes, yes. And they have weekend challenges where you can create music, submit your jams, and they'll air them on YouTube. So, and when they can, they'll support your lives. Check them out. Highly recommended.
Do you hear violins?
Okay, listen.
It's funny you
Listen.
said that.
Right now, I have that LFO chain still. I did the best I could with the low
Right,
hat.
right. It sounds good. I'm not.
Right. So I also added a noise mod, right? And I put it on freeze. And now it's giving it this weird, just listen. I'll take it away and bring it back in so you know what I'm talking about.
That's nice too.
It breaks it up nicely.
Yes.
And it gives it like this openness, this galactic vibe. Sarah really likes this song.
Yeah, me too. I want to say it kind of has like this Spanish feel to it. You know, like I just don't.
Oh, yeah, a little
You
bit.
know?
I can see that.
But it's definitely like it's so minor. It has that eulogy quality about it.
Yeah.
You know,
You
it's very sad.
you can take it Spanish-esque,
Right.
but you don't have to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very thoughtful and private sound. You
Yeah.
know? So it's one of those emotional,
Yes.
sad sounds.
Yeah.
In my mind, I just visualize I'm from a spaceship getting closer to the event horizon of a black hole.
Right.
Like
Ooh,
it's
yeah.
not coming to, I'm not going to come to an end. I'm just going to go somewhere and start anew.
It's funny you say that because when I wrote this, I wasn't in a real dark place, but I wasn't in the best places when I wrote this. Like
Yeah.
I was in a very like
Well, you were in the basement too.
Yeah, and I was in like I don't know, I was just in this funk. And when I found it, I was like, that was just I'm glad I could get that out.
That emotion.
That emotion.
Yeah.
That's what music is for. So why is this so huge? You can't even see it. So the image on your screen is hardware gems.
I got to turn this up, Matt, so I can put it into the 505.
Turn what up?
I'm going to turn this 42 up, so I'm just preparing you.
Okay. So if it gets loud, sorry guys. So the image on your screen is Facebook. So this is what their logo looks like and how it's spelled when you go look for them on Facebook.
Okay, you're good.
Hello said I thought the song was turning into some 9 Inch Nails for a second there with the volume boost.
Won't you help me? I want to like an animal.
No, hello. We are not.
Damn, I guess he just dated himself, didn't
Yeah.
Not really. There's a lot of Nine Inch
Yeah,
Nails fans.
I guess that's
I
true.
knew kids when I was going to school that were Ramon fans, and I was like, how are you even old enough to be a Ramon fan?
Right.
Yeah.
Or Grateful Dead.
Oh my God. This. Gabriel's question explains.
That is really nice. So much texture with that warmth.
I'm missing the drone. I like the drone that you had in there yesterday too. Hello said I'm old as hell.
We're right there with you. We gotta be.
That's that drone, Daryl.
Yeah.
We are in our mid 40s,
Yeah, we're 46.
slightly over the mid part,
Yeah.
Slightly over the midpoint.
encroaching on our 50s, sir. Okay, so that's the drone she likes.
Right.
We got the 42 in there. Now that lush tone you heard,
Uh-huh. makes it move. Now you've added like this motion about it.
That's what we were trying to tell you yesterday, Lamar. You just
Well,
have
you
to
know
wait.
me, Marilyn. I'm fucking impatient.
You're very impatient. You're the most impatient.
Okay, do we add that? Shall I add that from that sound?
I like that sound.
you
I
like
like
that
it.
sound?
I like it.
If
yeah.
you
Did everybody else like that sound? I ain't gonna do anything till I get all consensus here.
and also don't forget, you can also just see what else you have. Like
I got this right here.
no. I mean, like you have multiple options.
Right, I could record it in, then we could run through the options because then I don't have to hold the keys and shit.
Yeah, and then go back and play the thang drum.
The thumb drum.
Let's hear this first.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello is 43. Sarah is 40. They're all a bunch of bleep, bleep, bleep babies over there.
I'm old as fuck. If 43 is old as fuck, then goddamn, 46 must be 90 by your standards.
Serious. Gabriel wants to know our thoughts on if monkeys experience sleep paralysis.
Okay, wait. Write that down.
We'll get in that tomorrow.
Let me record this.
Okay.
I kind of want to get in that shit tonight.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
that's gonna go really fucking sideways really quick, Gabe.
Oh, okay.
You're bringing up sensitive subjects.
Okay, did everybody like that, or do you guys want to hear it darker, like deeper?
No, I don't know if I
Yeah,
want to
like-
hear dark.
Let's just
no.
how about this? How
I don't
about
want
this?
darker.
Let's give it 1 minute and really listen to it.
I like
With
this.
that one I add.
With the one you add, let's give it a minute and just listen and see how it sounds.
And Hello called us old farts. And then he said JK.
No, you're not.
No, he's not. Wasn't he supposed to warn us? Or it could be like the end of a battle. I like it.
Surveying all the chaos afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or being
Reflection
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
happy that
Okay,
it's over.
let's hear the
and-
new sound by itself. I just
Yes.
added.
Oh.
And then I'll add the drone from the Hydra synth that patch I created.
A perfect video to be playing.
It has this tension about it already. You know?
Yeah.
And that just took the tension away.
Yep.
All right, let's give it a good minute here to listen.
this point, I'm curious what else we can throw at it, but something says, do we need to throw any more
That's
at
what
it?
I'm saying. If I hop on these tongue drums, and here's the thing, because you could come in and out with the bass, we can make it dynamic. You know, I can bring some of these things in and out. The tongue drum will roll. God, I could even hear Ben going off on some crazy shit, you know? But hang on.
It has that color palette type deal.
I was just gonna say, do me a favor and just strike it once.
Yeah. Can you hear us? Strike that color palette once.
This is in a key of D.
D.
Yeah. every time. I told you.
It's got like this. I don't know. Like
Literally, the heavens just opened up.
Yeah, this angelic expression about
Yeah.
the color palette.
You cannot go wrong
You
with
can't.
the. You just can't.
Okay, you got to do me a favor.
Me?
Yeah.
What?
I want you to Google, do monkeys get sleep paralysis?
Oh, jeez. See what you did, Gabriel?
And if so, God
That
bless them.
color palette is.
And do other monkeys take advantage of the monkey that has the sleep paralysis?
If they know
are
he
they messing
can't
with him?
move, what kind of games goes on? What if they don't know it's sleep paralysis and the only thing that does know is the monkey that's experiencing it? What if they're like, oh shit, this dude is stuck?
Right.
He did it.
Go in his domain and grab everything you can grab his nuts he was storing away, and grab all the bananas.
Yeah, and he comes out of it, and everybody's like, "Oh,
I thought you were.
Wow,
Damn, you
Wow.
saw that the whole time.
the whole time you were awake. I guess you want your stuff back."
After we done snacked on that.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Well, then he'd just be that monkey that's known for the sleep paralysis.
Right? Or what? I wonder what they go through. Like,
Like they
what
probably-
does that monkey make of what happened to him?
Well, I will also that brings me to the conclusion of not the conclusion, but it brings me open to what do they dream about? Like we know dogs dream, right? Saren's in there kicking and walking in his sleep,
Right.
barking and shit.
Let's see. Let me.
What do
use
monkeys
this one.
like? They have to dream.
I think it's safe to say, well, I don't know if everything dreams, but
If it's conscious, I would have to believe, right? I don't know.
if it can visualize or perceive the world and itself, I would think it's conscious. Therefore, it is intaking data constantly. Therefore, it has to dream.
Well, its mind has to shut down. It sleeps.
I mean, even if you're blind people dream, correct?
Yeah, but they
So-
can't. But they can't express what they're seeing. Isn't that interesting? A
Because
blind.
there's no words for it.
There's no. Yeah, because he's never seen anything, or he or she has never saw anything. Like,
Look what Gabriel opened up. You see, this is what happens when one thought-provoking question comes out. Do monkeys get sleep paralysis? I would have never thought about that shit.
Right? I'm trying to look it up. I'm not finding.
I mean, how would you even base that
you would have to
study?
do. Yeah.
How would you even know that monkey's even experiencing
I think they probably hook up.
the ECC
yeah.
or the ECG on them? Or
Jane Goodall would probably tell us. Because didn't Coco the gorilla, wasn't she like
she could sign her ass off.
Yeah, do sign language and
Yeah, I'm not really finding much.
Nothing
of
on that?
anything.
Okay, so it's left for the layman to ponder. Let us ponder.
oh,
I think so.
Oh, that's not good. We can't.
I think monkeys are very similar. I mean, we're still an ape, believe it or not. We're a species of an ape. So, why wouldn't they? And do they experience the void? Do they have near-death experiences?
hard to say. That is hard to say.
Yeah, I wonder if they do. I think they don't.
Do they dream? Let's start there. If they dream, then it's safe to say sleep paralysis.
Is possible.
Right. You may have a monkey that refuses to go to sleep, much like myself sometimes. I'm not saying I'm a monkey, but
Wow. This is
but
heading for the
every
worst,
time
isn't
I fall asleep, the wife goes, "Give me the remote control.
Yes.
You're falling asleep." And then I tell her, "Huh? No, I'm not. I'm wide awake."
it? Yeah, why do we deny that?
This happens every night. And she just laughs
Every
at me and she goes,
night.
"Why do you constantly fight your sleep? It is okay to take your stupid ass to sleep."
Yeah. Jeez.
Every night. It just happened the other night.
Thank God the wife and I don't have a TV in our room. But sometimes I get on my phone. But I've been really good not doing that.
Right.
every night. I'm like,
I have to have something. I have to hear something. If I don't hear anything, it's hard.
yeah, I'm not really finding much of anything. Except that they do suffer seizures.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. But
I mean, that's a neurological problem.
yeah.
What do other monkeys think of that? They're like, oh shit, he's doing that thing again.
Yeah. I bet monkeys experience things and they wish they can tell the other monkeys about.
Right.
Like, hey, when you close your eyes for more than 30 minutes and you just kind of wake up, did you see stuff?
Right.
You know, did you like lift something, or did you get chased by a damn panther and didn't make it, but you woke up and was like, am I doing this again?
Right.
Is this Groundhog Monkey
Because
Day?
they have no way of
How do they can't express it.
I wonder if monkeys think they're living two separate lives in the day and the night,
Or
when
maybe
they go to sleep.
Maybe multiple lives.
Sarah says having sleep paralysis makes sense, but having sleep paralysis demon fighting experience, that's what is
yeah.
the real question.
That's
That's
the
where
real
I draw the
question.
line.
Do scary things take time to frighten lesser species? And then Hello says animals are way more similar than any of us like to admit.
Right.
Right.
Because monkeys are very territorial, and if they want to get food in another monkey's clan, they literally will fight and go to war.
Right.
Have you seen Chimp? I forgot what it was called. Chimp Empire on Netflix.
No.
There's like these two monkey families, right? And they're constantly at war over territory and resources. And so if one monkey from one clan goes out by itself, that other clan will see him, and they actually ambush and have war parties, and they go out and they kill that monkey.
Really?
They are so territorial and
Yeah.
so human-like.
Right.
Like, he's right. We're like parallel. We still have these ways about us.
But we're not exactly like animals. At least we're not like that.
Oh, I think we're worse.
We're not like that one monkey tribe.
Oh, the one that just has orgies when they have a disagreement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were they called
I
again?
forgot.
That's a pleasant
Yeah.
tribe.
There's a problem in the community. Let's all orgy out and we'll
Yeah.
forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It took care of everything.
Yeah.
At least the monkeys that are killing each other, they didn't devise famine and nuclear bombs and,
Right.
and war.
They found a way to love it out.
Yeah.
Let's just have a big old orgy. Who got into a fight again? Oh, why is Bob
Damn it.
always getting into
I
fights?
still think there's that monkey Maryland that goes around starting shit.
Bob.
Because he likes to,
It's
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah,
He's
Bob is always-
constantly picking fights.
habitually.
Yep.
Always.
This
Why are
dude
we
can't
always
have, he can't get
fights?
enough. Yeah.
They just found out horses are smarter than they once knew.
Oh, something
the-
we knew years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, I forgot what that monkey tribe was called.
So look, I mean, if you sat and observed a monkey while he sleep, you don't think he's gonna flinch and like one of them days just jump up out of his sleep and go,
Who says it hasn't happened?
what the hell?
Yeah. Who says
know-
it hasn't happened?
I'm sure.
Sarah says if animals experience the same fearsome things during those states as we do, it kind of would imply those are real entities bleeding through and not just figments of imagination, right?
I mean,
that goes back to the old classic define what's real. If you're going by smell, hear, sense, taste, touch, then that's your definition of real. But if your dreams are producing that same outcome, then they're equally as real. It's all a matter of perception. So I'm going to agree with that.
I mean, okay. They say the brain creates the consciousness and the reality. I think it's the other way around. I think our brain is in the consciousness. You know what I mean? The consciousness is not in the brain. The brain itself is in the consciousness. Like, it's in this. I know they proved the ether to be kind of wrong, but it's in this veil. Like, we're in this veil. The brain is just receiving signal. And we take in what we want, we extrapolate it, we use our own oscillator voices. You understand what I'm saying? You can't see what's coming out of my mouth,
Right.
but your ears can modulate the source
Schrodinger's cat.
and pick up the frequencies.
Right.
You know? Which is also then the case if you don't view it, then truly it doesn't exist. Like your brain doesn't exist unless someone opens you up and sees that there's a brain there.
Right.
There's something magical happening, like Meryl said, Schrodinger's cat. There's something magical happening upon observation. That nanosecond before you open the box or crack that skull open to look to see what's inside, there's something magically happening upon observation. What that is, I don't know, but I think that's the same stuff that when you go to sleep and a monkey or a human sees a demon-like entity chasing it or talking to it, or your near-death experience, or the void when we experience the void when our ears ring. Like, I do believe we're tapping into a fabric that just sits off of our physical
Self.
like 1/100th of an inch at all times. We rip through the fourth dimension. You know what I mean? Like, it sits on us, and every now and then something bleeds through. It breaks the laws of whatever dimensional properties that may be, you know, which is the true essence of quantum entanglement.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's who knows how these things work.
See what you did, Gabriel?
Yeah, sheesh.
You started this. Let's see. Hello says, some higher intelligence will visit our planet and be like, look at these dumb monkeys using nuclear weapons.
That's what I just said. See there? We're on the same goddamn wavelength.
Like,
Look,
yeah, would they even talk to us? I think they would go like straight to a fish.
oh no,
Like a dolphin or
they would talk to us because we are the most interesting, because it's not only a threat to the planet, but we pose a threat to
The galactic.
intergalactic shit.
Right.
They're coming off their planet, they're playing with fucking matches, and they
Yeah.
have no idea
They're
what
exploding atoms. Like, come on, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Maybe extraterrestrials at one point have to intervene and say, hey, look, now you're affecting us, and we're not going to allow you monkeys to just play with matches. Or you're going to burn down the fucking entire chemistry set.
Yeah, because we're not just accountable to ourselves. Like, we have other animals and insects and life on this earth
Right.
that don't have a say-so in our actions.
Right.
And we're putting them at stake, and it's just like, that's not fair to them.
How many animals or insects or whatever do you think we're responsible for their extinction?
That's hard to say, because I think a lot of insects and animals are responsible for other insects and animals.
Yeah, but you don't think
extinction.
we're more of a detriment?
I'm not saying it's more or less, but I think when life is in balance, I think a lot of things come and go.
Can you Google that, Daryl? How many things have we put into extinction? Humanity.
I wonder how they would even determine that.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's
I
a
guess.
lot. You
You
have
have
to
to
know about a lot
do a
of
lot
life
of
forms.
record taking.
That's a lot.
Sarah has a legitimate point in question. She says, well, they don't watch and listen to scary stories in movies. So if they had a banshee woman leaning over them, how would that be in their heads?
Well, who said? Okay, so I agree with that. They don't have the human aspect of fear, but they probably do have the aspect of the other tribal monkeys. Like, one monkey witnessed another tribe killed his best friend, and they know what fear looks like if, like, he's dreaming like he's being killed.
Or they watched humans hunt something or kill one.
Or jaguar hunt their friend. Like, I'm sure there's nightmares, but it's like of their own paradigm nightmares.
And maybe it manifests into something else.
Yeah.
So it's just based off of their experience.
Right.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to know what images they are seeing.
Right.
Because who's to say these things don't manifest as to something else like a demon or a banshee?
Here's something that'll take you down a rabbit hole. What if a UFO, and it probably happened, a UFO took a monkey, right? And the monkey's in this spacecraft, and he's getting whatever done to him. They drop him back off in the same habitat where he was. Now he's left, and let's just say that this advanced race could communicate perfectly well with this monkey. It tell him everything that was going on, and in that moment of time, the monkey understood everything: space, time, the meaning of life, and whatever it could give him. And they place him back in the jungle with his family. He's the only one that knows this has happened to him, and there's no way to express it. How fucked up is this monkey?
I don't know. I don't know. If he can't express it
Psychologically,
psychologically,
how far gone is this monkey?
but how long does a monkey's memory last to? Are they short-term memory, or do they base?
They're long-term because they
are
grieve.
they based off instinct?
No, they grieve.
Oh, that's true.
They
That's
grieve.
true. That's been proven.
Look, it's like the Tootsie Roll Pop. We just may never know.
The world may never know,
Sometimes you just got to bite into it.
but it's damn good to ponder before you pass this planet.
On that note, how about we play these folks
Well, we got to give them one more commercial. We got to pay the
a
bills,
good night,
and then we can play them out.
a good night song,
Let's
and we'll do one more commercial.
get that commercial going, and then we'll play them out.
Sarah has one more comment. Exactly. So if they had sleep paralysis, demons / monsters, the demons might not be from our imagination stories, but literally creatures that exist, but only can get close during specific moments.
Ooh, that's frightening.
Yeah, but it happens.
It's the chupacabra.
I'm telling you, as living proof, it happens.
Right. Yeah, same here.
Some nights I'm afraid to go to sleep because I'm afraid of them damn. What do you call it? The in-between.
Yeah, the in-between.
But I'm right there.
True. You are right there.
I wish I had that comfort.
You have Saren. Just take Saren.
Come on, Sarah, buddy.
I don't know. And you know what? I would believe that they are seeing things they can't understand. I would 100% believe that.
Right.
Only because of your near-death experience, Marilyn has seen something in her lifetime.
Oh, plenty of something.
Miss Mad Donna Monroe had a near-death experience. I've seen things in the void with the ear ringing. Like we're all seeing something that is challenging our reality.
Oh, and Hello has had a weird experience himself.
Really?
He mentioned in our last live, yeah, we were just logging off, and I forgot that he had a weird experience.
Oh, we're going to have to hear about that tomorrow.
Yeah,
We're going to have to go in on this shit.
it was pretty crazy.
Damn.
I now I want to fucking know, man. Like,
No, save it for tomorrow.
okay. Yeah, come back tomorrow and let's talk about that.
Yeah. He says, I feel like monkeys probably have an imagination just like us, the same way. Oh, hang on. The same way we can draw a picture of something we've never seen, they might have a dumbed down version in their own heads.
Right.
That is plausible.
Yes.
The only reason why I say that, when we were living in Washington, for some reason, the logo of Symptoms of Reality popped in my head, and I had no idea why that happened. I just drew it.
Oh, yeah. And you just started drawing.
And then when Marilyn seen it, she said, "Oh, that's the logo." And then she was like, "Where'd you get it from?" I said, "It just popped into my head." This, like, how freaky is that?
Mm-hmm.
And didn't I say something about symptoms? And then I think you said of reality. And I was like, oh, well, there it is.
There it is.
And
yeah.
then that's how we came up with symptoms of reality. Yeah.
And then the logo just like, it was the most profound thing because I was dealing with vertigo
Yeah.
from the long haulers from COVID. And I was sitting on the couch and she was like, well, think of a logo. Your brother really wants to do this podcast. So think of a logo. And you were flying out. And so I was like, I don't know what to do.
And I find it funny because everything that was given to me, the logo and the name, I was like,
Yeah, that's it.
make fucking sense.
It was crazy.
And it popped in my head just as clear as you see the logo. And I didn't forget one minor detail of it.
For tomorrow's podcast, I'll upload. I have the original picture that you drew. I laminated it so that we
okay.
don't lose it and stuff. And then you wrote down what every symbol means, because every symbol actually has a meaning.
Has a
so
meaning,
our logo actually has a meaning. It's just not a pretty picture.
Right. Right.
And tomorrow, Sarah, you're going to have to let us know what you mean by Gabriel has to. Gabriel has to what? Like he had a near death, or he had something happen to him?
What the hell happened to Hello?
Yeah.
Let's play this jam that we just played. I'm going to get the bass and we'll just play that out.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Let's get this commercial out of the way for us. Let's
Yeah,
pay
it'll
these
be
bills.
a quick one. No video. It's just one of our regular commercials.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. Last year, there were more than 8 million people who were suffering from FOMO. That's why S.O.R is streaming live every day. Yes, that's right. You'll never miss out. Ever. You'll never miss out on great music, great conversations, great content, and the occasional joke from the editor. So don't be caught with FOMOitis. We got a cure for that symptom. Symptoms of Reality live every day. Check your local listings.
Thank you, Daryl.
You're quite welcome.
All right. I'll turn that loop down and you can play along with this.
Yep.
And then I'll get on these bangers right here.
Why do I feel like we're turning into like a radio station? Thank you, Daryl. Now the weather. It's going to be balmy outside.
Might as well.
The dew point.
It's going to be raining Gabriels and Mad Donnas.
And a little bit of a hello is kind of windy
A
out
little
there.
bit of hello sunshine. Here's Helios from Symptoms of Reality.
And every now and then it'll be a cool J.
For all you new people, subscribe. Get out there.
Subscribe.